Yeah, come in.
Pardon me for interrupting, Mrs. Kavanaugh.
I thought you'd already gone home.
I was on my way, but I wanted to give you a message from your sister.
Oh?
Here, let me help you with that.
Oh, no, really?
Come on.
All right.
She wanted me to tell you that she had to leave.
Oh, really? Where'd she go?
She didn't say.
That's funny. Usually she'd come in to tell me herself.
Perhaps she made up her mind suddenly.
Yes, perhaps.
Maybe I should have told you before she went. I know you and your husband are very worried about Jody.
Oh, Nora. I can't deny it. We are.
You know, it's a shame. Dr. Kavanaugh has so much on his mind now. Jody and his new patient, the young actress.
Yes.
Well, I'm on my way. Good night.
Good night, Nora. Young actress, huh? Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who? Thank you, darling.
Yeah, Detective Stoner here. A lady? She asked for me by name? Yeah, I'll take it. Oh, hello.
Is this Detective Calvin Stoner?
It is?
I heard you were a friend of Jody Travis.
Oh, that's true. Who's this?
That doesn't matter. It's not important, but this is. Jody Travis is on her way to meet Gavin Wiley right now.
Where, do you know?
I'm not sure about that, but I heard her mention something about a dance studio.
Night is brought to you by Coast Soap, the refreshing soap that brings you back to life. Coast Deodorant Soap, the eye-opener. And by new Formula Era, a new combination of powerful cleaners concentrated into 1/4 cup.
When we set out to improve a great laundry detergent, we wanted to keep the powerful cleaners that work on ordinary dirts, that cut through food stains, that get out grease and oil, and add powerful cleaners that clean collar soil even better than before. So that's what we did. All in the concentrated 1/4 cup called New Formula Era. So effective, it cleans clean through. Watch Era clean through collar soil, taco grease, and motor oil. We treat only the top with a teaspoon of Era, rub, run under warm water, and look. New Era cleans clean through. That's the kind of power you get in Era's little 1/4 cup. New Era, power that cleans clean through.
Dear, if you're going fishing with me, wake up.
What time is it?
It's 3:30.
What do? Hook the fish when they yawn?
Ann Cunningham needs Coast Deodorant Soap. The eye-opener, a crisp, exhilarating scent and handfuls of bubbly lather make you feel more than clean. Refreshing Coast, it actually brings you back to life.
Ta-da! Ready or not, little fishies, here I come.
They're not ready.
Bring yourself back to life. Coast Deodorant Soap, the eye-opener.
Hi, Val.
Hi.
Oh, you, need some help?
Yes.
Okay. So, how is Monticello's #1 photographer?
I'm wonderful. I may not be Monticello's #1 photographer, but I've taken a few small steps today.
Oh, yeah? How's that?
Well, I lost the fashion account, right?
Right.
Well, today I lined up 2 baby photos and 1 group family portrait. I may be able to keep these doors open after all.
That's great. And let me be the first one to say, I told you so.
I guess you earned the right.
There we go.
Thanks.
Tell me, what else is new around here?
Well, not much. Oh, the sample pictures that I took came out really well, but they're drying. I'll have to show you later. And I don't know, everything seems to be going my way.
Anyone we know?
You want to know about Jim, don't you?
Jim. Already on a first-name basis, huh?
Oh, now, Kelly, don't be silly. I was on a first-name basis with him for months. You don't expect me to call him Mr. Diedrichson.
All I'm going to say about this is that I'm not going to be happy until I can prove that the guy's a 24-carat phony.
How do you intend to do that?
There are lots of ways. As a matter of fact, Mike and Nancy have some ideas about it, too, but we'll discuss that over dinner.
Okay. I'll be ready in a couple of minutes.
Fine.
Oh, Kelly.
Oh, Kelly, what?
You're really being silly. You're getting all upset about... Well, there's no reason to be so upset.
There's a reason to be upset if this guy's a con artist.
And you're not gonna like him whether he's a con artist or not, are you?
Darn right.
Oh. Hi, sorry to interrupt.
So am I.
I was just in the neighborhood on business, so I thought I'd drop by.
Yeah, unfortunately, we were just leaving this neighborhood.
Oh, we're about to go out to dinner.
Oh, well, I just had some good news I wanted to share, so...
What?
Well, that's okay. I'll call you later.
Who knows, Mr. Diedrichson? When you call later, maybe you'll have some bad news.
Thank you.
Bon appetit.
Thanks very much. Well, here is to you.
To us.
Here, here. Well, now, look, tell me about Jody leaving the house this afternoon. She didn't tell you where she was going?
No, I didn't even know she was gone until Nora came in to tell me. I don't think it's anything to worry about, though. She probably just wanted to get out of the apartment. She's been cooped up there all day and get a breath of fresh air. It'll be good for her to get out.
Yeah, sure, except I wish she would tell you where she was going. It makes me uneasy.
Honey, I think we should be careful about being overly protective of her. She's not a child anymore. She doesn't have to tell me everything. Any more than you do. For instance, I have no idea what you did today. You still haven't told me why you had to go down to police headquarters to be with that young patient.
I was just going to tell you about that, as a matter of fact. I suppose I've seemed preoccupied with that case lately.
Yes, you have.
Well, it is a peculiar story, Nicole. Jinx Avery was arrested for shoplifting today.
What?
That's right. She didn't just fool around either. She picked up a diamond bracelet worth about $5,000.
Good heavens. Is she that hard up for money?
No. It's not that at all.
Well, what is it then? Does she have a history of this kind of thing? Robbery?
No, not at all. She just went off the deep end a bit.
You call $5,000 a bit?
No, but I think you can understand the reason for the theft. She's dying, Nicole. She knows how little time she has left. Barring any miracles, it's a matter of months.
Oh, no. Oh, how awful.
Yeah. So out of fear or anger or hostility, whatever she is, grabbing for whatever it is she's always wanted, and consequences don't mean a damn to her.
Doesn't she have any family or close friends who can help her?
No, she says she doesn't.
Oh, so she's reaching out to you instead?
Well, I am her doctor, and I suppose that inspires some sort of confidence. I guess she's starting to depend on me.
Well, I can understand that. But I can't understand how she thinks you can help her in this instance.
Oh, well, she thought I could get her off the hook by declaring her kleptomaniac. So a medical opinion stating that it was a compulsive act, she thought that would excuse her with the law.
Well, you didn't do that, did you?
Well, I did have a little talk with Derek, I suppose. I made the implication.
What, you didn't tell Derek the truth?
No, because I had sworn to the girl that I would not tell anybody the truth about her illness.
Well, honey, you just told me.
Yes, I know. I probably shouldn't have. But telling you is a little bit like telling the Sphinx. No, she just doesn't want anybody to know because she doesn't want to inspire pity. Poor Jinx.
Jinx? You call her Jinx?
I call her sad, Nicole.
Well, I hope you're comfortable.
I am.
Maybe you can give me a good reason why I shouldn't book you for grand larceny.
Chocolate. Rich, mouth-watering Hershey's chocolate. That's what made Hershey America's chocolate company for 75 years. And that's the chocolate you get every time you bake a batch of cookies with Hershey's chocolate chips. Every chip is pure Hershey's through and through. And that makes every chocolate chip cookie a pure pleasure. Hershey's chocolate chips. They're real chips off the old block.
Have a super burger or a super cheese pie, a super roast beef or a super taco.
How can anyone promise you everything?
How about a super fish?
And get it all right?
Super, super high.
Bye.
At Kentucky Fried Chicken, we just promise you one thing. Great chicken. Fresh, tender, juicy, cooked the Colonel's way, like only we can do it. Just one promise, but we keep it.
Great chicken.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do chicken right.
Well, let's see. A good reason for not booking me for grand larceny. Well, there's one. I'm a first offender. At least I've never been caught before.
Are you telling me you've done this before?
Oh, yes. My, lots of times.
What do you mean, lots of times?
Well, I've lost track, really. Usually I just go into those little 5 and dime stores and get the little spools of pink thread.
Little spools of pink thread, did you say?
Mm-hmm. I hate the color, but I seem to be compelled to take them.
I see.
Actually, it's really not my fault. You see, there they are. Those sweet little spools just lying there all by themselves, and, well, I simply can't resist.
What made you graduate on to diamond bracelets?
I don't know, really. I must be growing up. Or maybe I suddenly realized that I can't sew.
All right, let's knock this off right now. And understand one thing, I don't appreciate your little act. Don't get cute with me, Miss Avery. You can say that for the amateurs, because I have been conned by the best. So I suppose you had this all figured out. You come into my town, establish a record as a kleptomaniac, try to reduce the risks of penalty if you're caught in a major haul. Very nice.
Wrong. I do admit, though, that would be very clever of me. On the other hand, it would mean that I would have to establish a klepto record in order to fool you, wouldn't I?
That's right.
And you can't find any such record.
And don't you think of starting one either.
I won't. I promise. The curtain falls on my life of crime, Chief Mallory. Now, may I please go?
No, sit down. Don't mind my asking you, but just what are you trying to pull off here, huh?
Oh, well, you seem to be an understanding sort of man, so I'll tell you the truth. Have a seat.
No, I won't. And I would appreciate the truth.
Okay. Well, as I was saying, I am an actress, and I've recently been cast in the role of a thief, so I thought I would just go out and see what it felt like. We call it the method approach.
This is not an acting class here. You've only been here a few hours. You have no idea how bad things can get. Yes? Gavin Wiley's where? Why didn't Calvin tell me this? Get me a driver. All right, Miss Avery, you might as well take advantage of the situation. Get out of here before I stop to think what I'm doing.
And look what I find.
Another glass.
Eddie, it's got lipstick on it.
And just after this greasy pan.
It's not my shade.
Dawn will handle it.
After those greasy dishes?
Try it yourself.
Water doesn't feel greasy. Or my hands. And this glass looks as good as the first one.
Dawn's great, huh?
Now, about the lipstick.
What lipstick?
Dawn takes grease out of your way.
Mr. Dobbs, getting rid of the Duncan Hines blueberry muffins?
No, just making room for a new bran muffin mix.
Duncan Hines doesn't make bran muffins.
Like I said, they're new.
Duncan Hines bran muffins.
So moist and delicious you may forget to butter them.
Looks moist. Tastes delicious. I did forget the butter.
Like I said.
So moist and delicious, you may forget to butter them. New Duncan Hines bran muffins.
Howdy! Another new floor?
Hi, Minnie. No, this tile's the color my floor's supposed to be.
Well, looks like dirt's got all scuffed in.
And dulled its true colors.
To show your floor's true colors, clean it with spick and span.
On no wax?
Works great. It cleans deep into crevices and lifts out scuffed-in dirt that can dull your floor's true colors.
But is it safe for my floor?
No liquid cleaner's safer.
That's the floor I fell in love with.
Spick and span helps your floor show its true colors.
And now a toast, if I may, to the Crown Photo Studio under new management.
Speech. Speech.
No speeches, but many thanks. Valerie, I have very strong feelings about this studio. I have a strong hunch that you're going to do very well with it. I hope so, Nancy.
How'd it go today, Valerie?
Well, 2 baby photos and a group family portrait lined up for tomorrow. It's not impressive, but it's work. And it's a beginning.
It's wonderful. It's marvelous. It's busyness. And who knows, one job might lead to another.
Valerie, have you had any further communication from Jim Diedrichson?
Yes. As a matter of fact, he dropped by the studio as Kelly and I were leaving. Kelly was his usual polite self.
And Kelly's always polite to con artists.
All right, Kelly, we're really not sure about the man yet. He still is a question mark.
I agree. And I think you owe it to yourself, Valerie, to make absolutely certain that he is the same man you knew in Lucerne.
Mike, I have been very cautious. But I really don't see what more I can do to prove it either way.
Has he said anything that only Jim Diedrichson would know?
Well, as a matter of fact, he has. Little things that we discussed at the clinic that were not included in the article in the newspaper.
Well, like reciting his favorite love poem? Well, it could have been just a coincidence.
Do you remember an incident, some small event that only you and Jim Diedrichson would know?
Yeah, like a private joke or a little signal. You know, couples share that kind of thing.
Oh, I don't know. It was 3 years ago.
Yeah, well, we'll try. I mean, there must have been something. Maybe somebody both of you knew.
Oh, wait. There is someone.
Who?
The caretaker at the clinic. He was this very old, very short man with a white beard. He looked like a gnome or an elf or something. And he was a tyrant about his gardens. A footprint near the rose bushes would send him into a rage. And Jim had this nickname for him, Rumpelstiltskin.
Has Diedrichson mentioned him at all?
No, he hasn't.
All right. There's your perfect subject. Why don't you bring it up and see what he says?
All right. I will.
I could hold you like this right here forever.
And I wouldn't move an inch. You know, for a while, I didn't think I was ever going to see you again. God, do you know how hard it is waiting to hear?
Oh, I know. Boy, am I glad I didn't take that bus to L.A.
So am I. At least we're together.
For how long?
I am not thinking past this moment.
And I've been thinking of moments past.
Gavin, try not to. At least not now.
I can't help it. The dance studio, where all this mess began. You know, at one time, I had such high hopes for this place. Was that a century ago?
Why did you choose this place? Why come back here?
Well, I still had a key to the place for one thing. And I thought probably this would be the last place they'd be looking for me. Maybe I wanted to return to the scene of the crime.
Don't.
I'm sorry. No time to be facetious. Did you see the for rent sign outside?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that really shook me. We can really kiss this place goodbye now.
Well, you can kiss this place goodbye, Gavin Wiley. But you are not kissing me goodbye ever again.
We have to talk about that, Jody.
There's nothing to say, except that I'm going with you. Abyssinia, China, wherever.
Peoria?
Peoria? I hear Peoria is wonderful in the fall.
It's no good, Jody. It's a hopeless situation.
Nothing is hopeless.
This is. We can't escape from reality, though God knows we've tried. You know what it's like. We had one chance, one, to prove that I wasn't responsible for Gunther's death, and it failed. We couldn't make it work.
But there's one thing.
No. There isn't even one thing left to us. We were wrong about the watch. It wasn't the same one Gunther showed you the day he died.
And I still say there's something wrong. I did see a watch that day, even if it wasn't the same one.
I know, it doesn't make sense to me either. But there are other explanations.
What?
Okay, maybe some guy came in here and ripped Gunther off when he was lying there helpless. But it still doesn't change what I did. I shot him. And God help me, I can't change that.
No, you can't change that. But you can't change the fact that it was self-defense either.
Honey, I can repeat that until kingdom come. And nobody on this green earth is gonna believe it.
I do.
Thank you, Your Honor. We have to get back to reality. Now, you know the truth. There's no way that I'm gonna get out of this mess. I love you. I love you so much that I can't allow you to ruin your life because of me. I want you to grow up happy. And you can't do that with me. Now, for the last time, I can't let you run with me. Now, be a good girl. Okay, say goodbye nicely.
Sorry, Gavin. I can't let you go this time.
You have a number of choices in Powerhead canister vacuum cleaners, and they all claim to do an outstanding cleaning job. But in tests of carpet cleaning effectiveness, based on accepted industry standards, one proved to be superior to all the rest. This one, the Hoover Celebrity Powerhead. One of the best reasons yet, America trusts Hoover to take good care of its homes.
Fisher-Price trucks for your kids do more than spin their wheels. They dump, they lift, they bulldoze, they rush to the rescue, they fuel up and go racing, and they go riding off to the rodeo. So you see, our trucks do a good day's work. Fisher-Price trucks, each with a husky helper.
Tonight at 6, David Banner is mistaken for a small-time hoodlum who could easily be his twin in The Incredible Hulk. And tonight at 11, Madeline Kahn hosts Saturday Night. Also appearing are musical guests Taj Mahal.
Calvin, please. You can't take him away. Please, he's not guilty of anything. There are things you just don't understand.
I'm sorry, Joe. Look, it's not exactly easy for me either. I'm afraid it's a rotten moment for all concerned.
Jody, he's right. Please try not to cry. Calvin's just doing what he has to do, right? How'd you know where to find me?
Phone call at headquarters. Anonymous. I couldn't tell who the woman was.
A woman?
That's right.
What woman? Who?
Who knows?
Who cares? Okay, buddy. Last time I told you to either help me or handcuff me. I know what you gotta do now.
Well, good work, Calvin. All right. I'm not going to let it erase the fact that you didn't tell me where you were going or what you were doing, but all right. Are you all right, Jody?
Of course I'm all right. What do you expect me to be, for heaven's sakes? But let me tell you something, Derek Mallory. You are making a big mistake.
Save it, honey. I didn't think you'd come back to your own studio.
It's not my studio anymore. It's for rent.
Well, they might as well rent it if they can. Because unless you can come up with some startling new piece of evidence, the state's going to be paying your rent.
Fresh hot Pillsbury cinnamon rolls are hard to forget.
Hey, Cunningham, what's with licking the fingers?
Yeah, Mom baked Pillsbury cinnamon rolls for breakfast.
Fresh cinnamon rolls?
Tell me, were they really hot?
Yeah,
With lots of cinnamon in them?
And gobs of creamy icing?
Oh, yeah.
That's great. Everyone wants cinnamon rolls, fresh and hot.
And Pillsbury says it best.
10 million Americans suffer from diabetes. Every minute of the year, another American is diagnosed a diabetic. Diabetes is our nation's third-ranking killer. The seconds tick by, the minutes pass. It's time to cure diabetes, and it's time we all helped. Take a minute. Call your local American Diabetes Association.
Followed by the Family Adventure Special, Return to Boggy Creek. Happy Thanksgiving.
This is Field Communications in Philadelphia.
Hi, I'm Frank Salicandra. Do you know that pianos of the same make and model sound different? Since buying a grand piano is a once-in-a-lifetime investment, we show 4 of each popular model of Yamaha and Kawai grand pianos so you can choose the sound you like best. With our full service and low prices, we make many friends and happy customers. Come to New Jersey Piano and Organ. You'll be happy too. Pennsylvania 923-2508, New Jersey 428-5770.
This man just loves the holiday season. He's a Silo store manager, and Silo is all set to kick off the season with a great holiday sale. To get ready, he's cutting prices on appliances, TVs, and audio equipment, because he knows his customers will just love all the special holiday savings. Silo store managers just can't wait to let you in for the holiday kickoff sale.